All right, guys, welcome to Tango's TikToks. Let's get into it.
Check this out. There's a theory. I had my mind tripping, right?
Yeah.
You know it's 666, number of the devil.
Yeah.
You ever hear the theory about it?
Wait.
What it actually means?
No.
Number 666 is pretty much the coding to give permission to evil forces to do anything.
Really? Okay.
So watch it.
Figured out the mark of the beast, but I'm going to have to teach you computer science in order to explain it. The first thing I'll say is everyone's wrong. I don't think anyone's ever seen this before. And when I say I figured it out, I feel like God gave it to me. I don't mean to take credit for it. I used to code Linux servers for fun, and one of the things you learn is how to set file and folder permissions. A folder is just a vessel that gets filled with things. If you were particular about who could put things in the folder and who couldn't, and who is allowed to read those documents in the folder or not, and when you configure these permissions, it's expressed in a 3-digit number, in this case 644. When you open up all read and write permissions to the entire world, you get 666. Obviously, you recognize that number as the mark of the beast. What you might not know is the name of God, Emmanuel, is 644.
Check this out. There's a theory.
Ever heard the chilling theory that pigs contain the souls of banished humans? The evidence is as unsettling as it gets. First, consider their eyes. Many note the striking resemblance between pig eyes and those of humans, sparking speculation about a deeper connection. In the Bible, even demons didn't want to go to hell, so they begged Jesus to be cast into the bodies of pigs rather than face their fate. That's not all. It gets even eerier. Adding to the mystery, pigs are unable to look up at the sky, as if they're barred from gazing upon the heavens above. And across many religions, the consumption of pork is forbidden or discouraged, raising questions about why pigs hold such taboo status. Enter Joe Metheny, a serial killer infamous for his gruesome crimes. He claimed that human flesh tasted like pork, suggesting a chilling connection between the two. And he's not alone. Other cannibals have echoed Metheny's sentiment, claiming that humans taste eerily similar to pork. Coincidence or something more sinister? The theory that pigs harbor the souls of banished humans will leave you questioning what lies beneath their seemingly innocent exterior.
What would you think that is? I don't think that's a conspiracy.
What if I told you these cold white LED streetlights aren't just everywhere to save energy? No, they have a greater impact than that. Remember those old school incandescent bulbs? They weren't just about the warm, comforting glow. No, they were giving off near infrared light, something these LEDs completely lack. And here's where it gets crazy. Near infrared light is actually proven to help with cellular regeneration. Yeah, you heard me. It goes deep down to the tissue level. Scientists have even found that it can reverse disease in tissues like the retina. So every time you walked under those warm streetlights, your body might have been getting a little cellular boost. That's why it felt so good. LEDs, on the other hand, they cut out that near infrared spectrum. It's like they're giving us the bare minimum, just visible light and a lot of blue light, which actually takes a toll on our bodies over time. Blue light messes with our sleep, throws off our circadian rhythms, affects our mood, and long-term exposure might even impact our mental health. And yet, we're surrounded by it all the time. But here's what I really want to know. Who decided we'd give up warm, soothing lights for these cold, harsh LEDs? Conveniently, LED prices hit rock bottom, incandescent prices went up, and then they were removed from the shelves completely. We all just accepted the switch without really thinking about what we might be losing. They made this switch and most of us just shrugged it off. But don't even get me started on the 5.5G AI-controlled street lamps they've got planned for us. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes. What if I told...
I hope they don't bring that 5.5G LED streetlights. God help us.
You think you know the world and everything in it, you're wrong. NASA originally was designed and started looking into the ocean. After looking into the ocean for a few years, they started looking into space. What on earth did they find or see down there that made them want to figure out how to leave the planet? Antarctica and the theory of the ice wall, it was not discovered until 1820, and yet Antarctica shows up on maps from the 1500s. Every animal on the Chinese calendar is real and living except the dragon. Did we ever find dinosaur remains, or are we just finding these skeletons of dragons, which are also mentioned in the Bible? Our concept of time is completely wrong. We have 12 months and yet 13 moon cycles. All over the world, especially in ancient ruins, there is evidence to show that giants did exist. Every uncivilized tribe, or a tribe that is obviously not part of our usual civilization, all record worshipping the sun or the sky. Those pyramids were not built by 40,000 slaves. Those pyramids were built by aliens or giants. Just a few unsettling facts and thoughts for the day. Have a great day.
This is not a conspiracy. This is scary. So in 2018, scientists discovered a black hole 16 million light years away. They were watching it literally swallow a star.
And where is it going?
Listen to this. What they thought they knew of black holes, well, they don't know a lot, but it's just like stuff gets sucked into it because it's just this mad force of gravitational pull that just sucks everything in.
Yeah.
This year, it was 3 years after they discovered this. This year, they looked at the same black hole and it was spitting the star back out. Like, so light and stuff was coming out of this black hole. Just like, so it was like regurgitating this star.
Just
But,
recycling it.
Like broken apart though. So it's like, what's on the other side of that black hole?
It was the star was broken.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought a star was just a ball of gas.
it is.
It chewed him.
But light and stuff was coming out of it. Like, so it was like it sucked the star in with the light, like the fire, all that, whatever a star is, and it was spitting it straight back out. This is not a conspiracy.
Did you know that certain movies you watch will actually burn more calories than if you were to walk for 30 minutes? So the average amount of calories you burn for 30 minutes is from 100 to 200 calories, but recently scientists discovered that certain horror movies actually let you burn more calories than you were if you were to walk for 30 minutes.
Hang on, so all I have to do is watch a scary movie for my exercise?
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you 10 different movies where it'll allow you to burn calories. So starting in 10th is Record with 101 calories burned. 9th is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 107 calories. 8th is the Blair Witch Project, which is 105 calories. 7th is Paranormal Activity with 111 calories. 6th is Nightmare on Elm Street, 118 calories. 5th is Saw, 133 calories. 4th is Alien, 152 calories. 3rd is The Exorcist, 158 calories. 2nd is Jaws, 161 calories burned. And the movie where you burn the most calories is The Shining with 184 calories being burned.
Dude, who knew sitting down could just burn your calories for you?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 107 calories. Did you know that certain...
So I wouldn't take that as fact. I've never heard of that before. If anyone has, please send me a link so I can have a look. Otherwise, eat healthy, exercise, and you're good to go.
There's a theory which states that if anyone ever discovered what our universe is for and why it exists, it would instantly disappear. It goes on to say that it would suddenly be replaced by something even more complex. Considering another theory, some speculate that this may have already happened. The source that created the universe is where all consciousness comes from. Some people think only humans have consciousness, but even stars have. The more we discover about the universe, the more we discover ourselves. The universe is just a reflection of the universe inside us. Imagine that we're on like the 18th stage. Wouldn't that explain why there are so many universes and dimension? The theory goes on to say that the fourth dimension is literally just your mind and imagination. Don't you think that explains why our dreams are so crazy? Like your dream can literally merge half of two cities across the world into one.
I do have to say that imagination, I could sit here for hours imagining stuff. I'd say otherwise known as meditation through exercise. Yeah, through breathing, meditation.
Check out the moment a man discovers the devil's house in real life. This is terrifying.
This place gives me the heebie-McJeebies.
I've seen this guy before. I can't remember what his YouTube channel is though.
I'm so freaked out right now. Satan himself lives in this damn house. What the heck? So creepy. I'm glad I didn't bring Becca or the boys. I'm so freaked out. I have 0 cell phone reception and I am terrified right now. What the hell? This place is straight out of a horror movie. Satan, if you're in here, just be warned, I am armed and dangerous, brother. And I will not hesitate to defend myself. I will send the full video via DM, so make sure to comment. Oh, this is terrifying. What the heck?
Check out the moment of man.
What if I told you the reincarnation mystery has been solved and it's not what you think it is? Yes, people do accurately recall details of past lives, but no, they did not live those lives. Knowingly or unknowingly, they're part of a grand deception by beings who live over thousands of years. So how do these people know details about someone from the 1800s? The name of a town, a hidden drawer in a house, even a private conversation that no one else could have known? How do they explain this reincarnation, right? But what if the information didn't come from their own soul's journey? What if it was implanted by a demon? Imagine a demon as a shadowy companion. They attach themselves to a person from the past, observing their entire life like a silent witness. Every secret whispered behind closed doors, every hidden treasure, every thought and emotion. The demon knows it all. Sometimes these beings even fall in love with a human. Now fast forward a century or two, the demon implants visions of those memories into the mind of a modern day person. The result, that person can be absolutely convinced they've lived that life. And why wouldn't they? The memories feel real. The details check out. It's impossible to deny, unless you consider the idea that demons are full-time deceivers. That's their job, isn't it? To mislead, confuse, and distract us from the truth. By making us believe in reincarnation, they might be pulling us further away from something we're not meant to question. Take the stories of young children who claim to remember past lives, kids who've never left their hometown, but can describe the streets of a village halfway across the world. They know names, faces, and events that happened decades before they were born. People say, how could they know this? And the answer is simple. They couldn't. But a demon could. Some people might ask, why would demons go to all this trouble? What's the point? But that's the thing about demons. They don't need a grand reason. Deception is what they do. Confusion is their game. If they can make you question your reality, your purpose, or your beliefs, they've already won. The idea of reincarnation might just be one of those elaborate lies. So the next time someone tells you about their past life, ask yourself, where's that knowledge really coming from? Is it truly their soul's journey? Or is it the work of a being that's been whispering in their ear? I'm going to go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes. What if I told you
So you know why, do you know why the chickens in Costco are so cheap?
No, why?
It's because they make you walk through. And where do they put the chickens? They put them in the very, very back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? You say, oh, I'm going to get the cheap chicken. It's easy for dinner. Then what happens? You walk all the way there. You see the sides. You see the potatoes. You see all the other groceries, all the other items just to get to the chicken. And by the time you're there, you come back around and like, oh man, maybe I should pick up this because I can't just have chicken alone. So it's almost like they giving you one piece of the puzzle, but you probably need this and this to complete it, right? They do that in stores, like every single store you go to. Usually if they're smart enough, they actually use it. Like take a look at all of the places, the big name brands, all the biggest shopping places, they utilize it. They make you move in one direction. Like they move all the energy in one direction. So you know what?
Chelsea was exiled from, a land beyond the ice wall, and our realm is a prison. Chelsea was exiled from, a land beyond the ice wall, and our realm is a prison.
What did he do to get exiled from there?
Did you ever hear about the Grand Canyon theory?
No.
So the Grand Canyon,
Okay.
one of the world's wonders. There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right?
Yeah.
The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. When people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there.
Okay.
Now what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. There was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He explored this one cave and he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
Oh, what did it say?
The Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like,
The
you know,
whole
the
city?
lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So if you think about it, it's never found. That ancient tale that all of the natives talk about, the lost city, and the reason the government and the world is trying to keep it.
Okay, I've got to stop that there. The lost city of El Dorado in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. El Dorado from South America. And the Indians know about it, and that's in the Grand Canyon. I'm sorry, I call this fake. This one's fake.
Took me 17 years to realize Courage the Cowardly Dog was based on a true story. Check this out. This theory says that Eustace and Muriel were actually real people named Margaret and William Patterson, and that they live in the middle of nowhere is an actual location in New Mexico. There's urban legend in the area about skinwalkers, and the couple would complain that their dog would constantly bark at shadows. The skinwalkers represent all of the villains in the cartoon, but then one day the family mysteriously disappeared, leaving behind their only pet dog. And from this event was the inspiration of the cartoon, Courage the Cowardly Dog, a scared dog that has a deep fear of abandonment and does everything in his power to protect his family from harm's way.
There's a theory that Luke Nichols from the Outdoor Boys just found the devil in Antarctica, bro.
Whoa, where?
This is weird. So Luke Nichols, popular YouTuber from the United States, has just found the devil in Antarctica and captured the whole thing on video, bro. So Luke, widely known for his YouTube channel, The Outdoor Boys, where he engages in extreme outdoor camping and survival videos, a veteran of exploring the wilderness, getting the nickname Luke the Nuke Nichols. He had been exploring the northern Alaskan mountains, close to Antarctica, where his life changed forever. The crippling cold weather made hiking conditions even more dangerous, and as night fell, it was time to set up camp for the evening. Luke began to build his snow shelter as the frostbite tried to get a grip on him. He began to hear strange noises coming from the nearby trees. He noticed that the weather began to get more violent, and he hurried to get his shelter finished. But before he got a chance to turn around, his life flashed before his eyes. It was the devil. He was real. Luke did not panic and instead began to shout at Satan, "Why are you here? What do you want from me?" Satan began to talk in a different language to Luke, so he took out his phone to video it, to see the video, comment, please, and we will send it via DM. There's a theory that...
What if I told you they're bringing out these AI-powered liquid smart trees? Yeah, that's right. Trees are the enemy now too. That last bit of joy you had walking past the occasional tree on the sidewalk. You better kiss those trees goodbye because they're not progressive enough to belong in a smart city. Picture this. Every tree that used to line your streets, breaking up the concrete jungle, is replaced by this futuristic liquid tree. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. A big tank of green, glowing liquid. They'll tell you it's more efficient, that it cleans the air better than any tree ever could, that it doesn't need sunlight or soil. But what they won't tell you, the natural world is being erased piece by piece. And this process, it's already started. Have you noticed fewer bees around, fewer birds chirping, the occasional squirrel or butterfly just gone? They'll say it's just because of pollution or climate change. But what if it's part of the plan? Trees are slowly disappearing, and with them, the little critters that made our cities feel like home. Nature is being phased out. Too messy, too unpredictable for the streamlined AI-driven future they're designing. And once the trees are all gone, what are we left with? Just a ghost town filled with AI bots, drones zipping overhead, and you standing there in the middle of it all. They'll call it progress, say it's all for the greater good, but if you look around and see nature vanishing from your life, you've got to ask yourself, who's this progress really for? Because in the end, when there's nothing left but cold, artificial structures will be the only strangers left in that world.
Although I do think we're getting to a future of what he explains here. I think we're nowhere near it. All you have to do is go for a walk in nature. You'll see birds, you'll see bees, you'll see butterflies, you'll see ants. Trust me, I live in nature. And that's all I see. So, no, nowhere near. It will happen, but not yet. Let's have a look at one more.
Have you heard of the theory that showering is actually bad for you?
No.
So we know everybody showers. Like, research has shown that everyone showers at least once a day and sometimes even twice a day. But what if I told you that showering is actually bad for you?
Oh, this should be interesting.
According to dermatologist Dr. Zeichner, found that showering every day actually does more harm to your body than you realize.
What's bad about it then?
They found that showering with hot water actually removes a lot of good bacteria on your body, and the good bacteria actually helps prevent disease and infection. And it's also found that hot water will dry out our bodies, and it creates little cracks in our skin that leads to infection in our body. And it's found that showering every day can actually lead to rashes, allergies, and eczema.
Wait, what?
And get this, even Dr. George Moncrief has not showered in 20 years with soap because he said the ingredients that are used in soaps actually do more damage to our skin than help us. So some doctors say that showering once every 2 to 3 days is okay.
I never knew this.
Even celebrities like Brad Pitt, Mila Kunis, Shia LaBeouf, and Johnny Depp, they don't shower every day because they feel it's actually bad for their skin.
Okay, now everyone's just not gonna shower.
Comment your thoughts below and let us know if you have tried showering less and if you feel healthier or not. Have you heard?
Anyway, that was our conspiracies for the day. This is Tango TikTok signing off. If you like this video, like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. In the meantime, have an amazing day. Bye.